Welcome to the Desert OnDeck podcast with your hosts, Santi'd and Zaydar.
Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of Desert on Deck. And of course, we're very happy to see you. I'm Santi'd, of course, and we got Zaydar. We got Zaydar today. And
Yeah, hey y'all.
and obviously opening day, opening week, the first couple of series have came to a close, and we're gonna give you the recap, and we're gonna give you our thoughts and opinions on what happened this week. But before we get on with that, we have to talk about we have to give our condolences. You know who? We're gonna give our condolences to.
Who do we got?
We're gonna give our condolences to the San Francisco Giants, as you know they have literally, as the San Francisco Giants have literally done everything but play competitive baseball. But you know what? I actually was rooting for the general manager. I've seen what he's done in Tennessee. I watched the whole video on it. It's a pretty good video. But apparently it's not translating well to the MLB, as the Giants are 0-3. So what do you think about this, Zaydar? What do you think they got to do?
Well, we've seen them, and their offense has just been not there. They failed against Max Fried. They failed against the next guy, so they haven't been able to hit really against the Yankees. And we're gonna have to hope that they can rebound. I think they're gonna have to find some consistency in the lineup. So they need their guys, like their big guys like Willy Adames and Rafael Devers, to wake up. Luis Ariza's got to hit the way he usually does, but. Really just gotta find somebody to be that really spark in their lineup. Somebody who can get the ball rolling, but then they need to keep it rolling. That's really the key if they want to succeed, especially in this tough division. So if they don't get that figured out soon, the clock's ticking on how long you can really just kind of scrape along before you run out of time.
Yeah. So, and the Giants obviously made a couple moves. They got Bader and Luis Ariz. Of course, got a new general manager. Obviously, Logan Rep got smacked around a bit on opening night, which was actually in the middle in like the afternoon. I'm thinking about it. But you know who also another ace pitcher that got smacked around on opening day?
Oh yeah, this is an interesting one. Let us know.
Well, it's funny how we had an whole episode, right, about the Pirates, right? And it was like our second episode. If you want to hear what we think about the Pirates or what we thought about the Pirates, go watch that. And it looked very good, First, they beat up Brandon Lau. My God, he smacked the hell out of Freddie Peralta. Got a home run. I was shocked that ball went out, but I'm like, damn. This Pirates team's really good. And then Zaydar, you want to tell them what happened immediately after that when Skeens went up?
They started off strong, and then they sent reigning Cy Young Award winner Paul Skeens to the mound, and he immediately let up 5 runs and got knocked out in the first inning by the Mets offense.
Well, let's give some context here. He got 2 outs, and then he had led 2 on base, right? Now, someone hit a ball to the outfield. I don't remember who it was. It was a Met player. He hits it to the outfield, right? Hit goes to center. For some reason, I don't know if O'Neal Cruz didn't get a good read on it. Maybe he was a little bit too shallow. Maybe he was a little bit, too shallow. Or maybe he just didn't know how to play outfield. But he just flat out just missed the ball, right? And that's pretty bad, right? Because it scored like 2 runs. But Zaydar, you only make just one mistake, right? O'Neal Cruz would 100% not make a mistake. Literally the next goddamn at bat.
Yeah, and that really, it was only that small piece that totally ruined the whole start for Skeens, and he would end up having to come out,
Yeah. And O'Neal Cruz only did it once. He definitely didn't do it immediately after again. In a way more embarrassing way. Also, just a little nitpick. A bird died right next to the right fielder. The Met right fielder. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
believe
died.
they said like a hawk went in and killed it right
Yeah,
there,
yeah, right there.
which is, our condolences to the bird.
Yeah, yeah. Rest in peace, bird. And we send our thoughts and prayers to the family of the bird. But that was that. Opening day was kind of weird this year because there were a lot of play. Like half the teams were playing and half the other teams were not playing. But while I was waiting for the Dodger game to get on, I decided to tune into the Reds and Red Sox game, and I had a good. I enjoyed it. And then I tuned into the Angels Astros game, and it was like I was like 9 years old again. Because guess who I saw lighting up the home run, bro? Guess who I saw home run on opening day? Guess who I saw?
Who'd you see? I gotta hear this. Who'd you see?
I saw Mike Trout, bro. Okay, so Mike Trout, if y'all have forgotten who Mike Trout is, he was a really good baseball player back in 2019, and he was pretty good in 2020. At least I think. Well, to be honest, if he was bad, it was a fake season, unless you're the Dodgers, then it was a real season. And then 2021, he was good. 2022, he was good, but then he got injured a lot, and then he kind of just disappeared. But if you don't know, if you forgot who Mike Trout is, that's okay. He plays for the Angels, the Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles. So, um, it's okay if you forgot about him. But obviously he went deep, and he went deep again in the next game after that. Mike Trout might be back. What do you think? You think Mike Trout's back?
I mean, he looks the best we've seen him play in like 5 years. And I believe in spring training they said he was running at like 30 feet a second, which we haven't seen from him in forever. So I mean, he seems healthy and he feels healthy. So Mike Trout might be back, folks.
He might be back
This
now.
this might be the return of an era.
Yes, and to think that the Angels won, they won their first two games. Actually, let me search up if they won their next game.
Nah, they didn't win that one.
They didn't win that one. Oh, it might be over.
It was heartbreaking.
It was heartbreaking. Oh, it's part of the first against the Cubs. Yo, they're just having these damn teams play anyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so low key, the Astros locked in and won the next two games. So maybe Mike Trout's not that bad, but you know you can't win them all. And I think if Alek Manoah, Blue Jays World Series hero, was on the team, I feel like they might just swept the Astros. But
Yeah.
that's just me.
Yeah, let's see how that goes though. Alek Manoah might lock in though.
Maybe.
You know?
I mean, but Trout. Let me search up Trout's numbers. Let me just search him up. Damn, I did not know how to spell Trout. Mike Trout, Major League Baseball player. He has a 4.62 average, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and 6 hits. So he's doing pretty good. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. I like this. W Mike Trout. But he could be in the MVP race if he can keep up these numbers throughout the whole season. It's just not that's disgusting. But you know who last year's MVP, Aaron Judge. He's not doing too good, man. He has like a 1.62 average, man. What's that all about? Aaron Judge.
We're seeing a version of Judge we saw back in the late stages of the World Baseball Classic. And he did hit that home run off the ambulance, but other than that, I mean, while it made the headlines, he hasn't done much else. Is the problem.
Besides
And
striking out.
besides strikeout, yeah, we're not really seeing Aaron Judge.
I don't know, Aaron Judge. Now I don't know if Team USA losing really did all that to Judge, but low key not a good start for him, and he I mean, we just hope. We do not wish anything bad for any player in the league, right? Specifically,
Right.
Mr. Mike Trout. As much as I love to clown Mike Trout and like basically smack him every time and laugh at him whenever he does anything wrong, but I mean, you know, like I'm not a Yankees fan. Aaron Judge whoops the damn Dodgers pitching's butt. I don't want him to succeed, and like, you know, like I
Yeah.
don't want to see Judge do well, because then if he does well, he'll pull up and he might go and beat my team now. If
I
he
think that's what
sucks,
every.
then he can't be my team. It's very simple, Zaydar. It's like super simple. If he sucks,
I,
he doesn't get to be my team.
I think you matched the thinking of every fan out there that's not a Yankees fan.
Oh no, but you're a Red Sox fan. You just want him dead. I mean, that's just simple.
Yeah, that summarizes it pretty well.
Yeah, that's the Red Sox giant. Red Sox Giants. Wow. They might got beef now that they traded Devers. You know.
Oh, no, maybe.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Devers, let's talk about the Los Angeles Dodgers. um, a lot of related.
Yeah.
You're acting like Devers and the Dodgers don't got anything related. You know. But you know what? The Dodgers did have related. Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell kidnapped two Dodgers. Kidnapped Miguel Rojas and Freddie Freeman. But with how awesome the Los Angeles Dodgers of Chavez Ravine were, they locked in. And I mean, at first they were getting Yamamoto got no run support again. And then the Diamondbacks they scored first and they had a 2-0 lead. Unfortunately, Andy Pages, the greatest postseason hitter in the history of postseason, he decided to take that away. And then after that, it was not a pretty sight.
No, the Dodgers ran away with opening day. The
Yeah.
one like well, I think believe it was like a score of 8-2 or something,
It
if
was
I'm
eight.
not wrong.
Yeah, it was 8-2. But the Diamondbacks were dialed in on trying to beat these Los Angeles Dodgers of Chavez Ravine. They came in. They had They were saying this guy's like fastball was like the most valuable pitch in baseball, right? I remember hearing that on the telecast. They're like, "Oh, this guy's pitch, he has like one of the most valuable pitchers besides like Derek Screwball's like changeup or something, or like I don't know." And I'm like, "Oh man, this guy's pretty good," and he was pretty good. He was kicking out butt. And then the Diamondback bullpen came in, and then the Diamondbacks have a really bad bullpen. I think they should probably like really get that like dealt with. Like I don't think that's a really good thing to have a bad bullpen because Kyle Tucker said no, and I think with this we have to talk about closers. Closers have awesome entrances now. Like my God.
I mean, of course, the leader of all of them is Dodgers closer Edwin Diaz with Narcos, a Timmy Trumpet song. Oh my gosh, that's such a fire one. It's always fun to watch.
It was even fun to see him with the Mets, but not when he was closing against us. And it was fun that.
No, not against us, but
No. But like
now that he's with us.
yes, oh no, that's awesome. But let's think about it. A lot of great closers have a lot of great entrances, right? I mean, we could think about Trevor Hoffman for the Padres, and he had a Hell's Bells, and that was a really cool entrance. I like that. I like the. I mean, how can we forget about Mariano Rivera and his
Enter Sandman.
Oh my God.
Classic.
But then we got some modern ones, right? In like the 2010s, you had Kelly Jansen with California Love. I love that one. We had a Craig Kimbrell. Remember, I think he had Craig Kimbrell. Had a pretty cool one.
I haven't heard that name in like 3 years.
I think he should have been a part. I think he was a part of the Mets organization. I think.
Oh yeah, I think I did hear about that.
Yes. Closers. Oh man. Well, we could talk about the ones from cause closers. One of I'll tell you my favorite ones since we're on the thing closers, and Jerron Duran has a really good one. That one's really cool. For the Phillies, that one's cool. Of course, we talk about Kelly Jansen had a really cool one last year for the Angels. I mean, it's not California Love. I mean, it was pretty cool. We haven't seen this for the Tigers yet, but I bet that'll probably be sweet as well. Of course, we talk about Diaz and Timmy Trumpets. But then, you know what? I'm going to tell y'all a sleeper here. And as much as I hate this team, I do like Mason Miller. Mason Miller's pretty chill. He used to be athletic. And athletics are basically the team I keep an eye on. They're like my dirty habit to keep an eye on the homeless A's. But he has a new closer song. It's low-key very tough. I mean, coming out the corn is a great thing, and that's another cool closer entrance. But basically, we got off track talking about closer entrance, and that actually could bring us on to the fact that a lot of teams were like did not get a good start. Cubs lost to the Nationals on opening day. Oh, that was funny. Padres got piped down by the Tigers, but we're not shocked about that. We're not shocked. And then, man, what else happened on opening day? Oh, let's talk about the Blue. Yeah, no. Blue Jays didn't play till the next day. Okay, yeah, let's talk about the Blue Jays. Zaydar
3-0.
3-0. Blue Jays.
3-0. Yeah, they've been continuing just like us since the World Series.
Wow. Speaking of them in the World Series, Zaydar, if you remember what happened last year, they lost in the World Series in what inning?
Inning number 10, I believe it was.
It was the 11th, and
It's the 11th. Okay.
okay, in Game 2, guess what inning they walked it off in against the homeless A's?
Was it the 11th?
The 11th. And I saw this
Ooh.
tweet. And it was a very funny tweet. It's like the Blue Jays are simulating all different ways that Game like 7 of the World Series could have ended. But obviously, the Blue Jays are way better than they were last year. That's crazy because the Blue Jays last year were pretty good. And then even before last season started, we were like, man, the Blue Jays are gonna finish last. And they spin our faces. And then peed on our goddamn faces as well because my God, they made us look foolish. They won the pennant. So, do you think there's gonna be a rematch this year? I think it might be the rematch. I think it might be Blue Jays, Dodgers in the World Series. And that might be the rematch right there.
I think we totally could have a rematch. That would be really awesome. I mean, let me see when the last time we had a rematch was.
Last time we had a rematch in the World Series? Well, no, because Dodgers faced Astros and then the Red Sox. Who would be the rematch? No, not Royals. Oh, it'd probably be in the 90s with the Braves and Yankees, right? That'd probably be it.
Let's see. Oh, 1978 when the Yankees played the Dodgers again.
Really?
Yeah, and apparently
Oh.
they'd been like the first time since the 50s for that one.
Dang. Well, yeah, that makes sense because when the Braves would win, then it was like the Cleveland Indians, and then full of Marlins, and then 2000 it was Mets. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Uh,
That makes sense. Thinking about it. Oh, so during a Red Sox Reds game, the ABS system. I've actually really enjoyed the ABS system. It makes I think it's very good for the baseball because it in high leverage situations, and we saw it in the World Baseball Classic with the Dominican Republic who were getting. Imagine if ABS was a thing during like the World Baseball Classic. My God, it'd be way better for the
it
Dominican
would have had a
Republic.
very different outcome.
Exactly, but they didn't have it, but that's okay because now the Red Sox can blow all their challenges in the first couple innings. This game was very funny because the Reds used their challenges very well against umpire all-time great CB Buckner, and and after the Red Sox blew all their challenges against him, I guess he took it personally and he decided to give him maybe the worst calls I've ever seen an umpire. Angel Hernandez levels of bad. Like Angel Hernandez on like that Barry Bonds like kind of juice, bro. Kind of bad like calls. Like my God.
Yeah, that was. And we had a lot of calls this weekend where it'd be like, I don't know if you saw the Salvi Perez of the Royals, where
Yes.
they called it a ball. He taps his helmet, it's a strike. And then he called it a ball, so he taps his helmet again, strike two, and then he does it a third time for all three strikes. So a year ago, it would have been a three-pitch strike. It would have been three consecutive balls, but now he got him out in three consecutive pitches, which is insane. So it's really making waves with this new thing.
Yeah, it's making the games. I like how the umpire can no longer screw over like the players in like a really high leverage situation. Yeah, that's like the worst of like the blown umpire calls. I think they're gonna do check swings next. I think they're gonna do check swings, check swing, like like challengers. I think that might be what they're gonna test in the minors. I like that
Yeah,
idea
that sounds about right.
because the Giants literally lost like a series. They literally like their game, the season ended on a blown check swing. At least that's what
Yeah, I
people
remember that.
say. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I think he swung. In my
I
opinion, I'm
remember what
not
you're talking
biased.
about.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I think I'm not biased. We not biased. But Trevor Story got really mad at CB Buckner when he got really mad at him. Did you see that? Him yelling. I've never seen Trevor Story get that mad before.
Yeah, that was a new one.
It's like umpires bring out the worst in people, and I mean I understand. Like you ever have someone that you just like that's someone that just tells you what to do and they tell you what to do wrong, and you just kind of like you just kind of don't like it, right? I mean, Zaydar,
Yeah.
you and me have had these kind of experiences before, right? You know.
Yeah, we. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, I remember you getting your hat taken away from that.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started on that. And that was exactly what I was thinking of too. My God, that was annoying, bro.
Don't tell her we're talking about her though.
No, she don't. She don't watch these damn episodes. If she does, well, womp womp. Don't take my head next
She's
time.
famous now.
She's famous. Well, don't take my head next time, and maybe we won't talk smack about you on a baseball podcast. But hold up. Oh, there was this one time Otani got very mad at an umpire. Umpires bring out the worst in people. I've seen Freddie Freeman get mad at an umpire. How do you get mad at an umpire? How do you get Freddie Freeman to get mad at you?
That takes some serious skill to get Freddie mad.
Yeah. Let me look at my notes. MLB TV issues. My dad was actually talking about this, and he was watching he was watching a podcast, right? Because my family into the podcast. Hello, family. But he was talking about how MLB TV low-key has some issues, and I can agree with that. I don't know how we haven't gotten like a solution fix for like blackouts in market. I have to do more research on why we get it, but to me, I feel like it's a little bit bullcrap. If I pay like the crazy amount of money it takes for a yearly subscription for MLB TV, I feel like I should be able to watch every game. I shouldn't be blacked out. Now, of course, you know there might be some like packages you can get to get the games, you get your like your team not blacked out, right? Because we can't watch the Dodgers or Angels here in Cali because they're here, but we can watch the Guardians. And I bet in Ohio it's probably you can watch the Guardians. Well, no, Guardians play on MLB TV, so. But like the Reds, you probably can't watch the Reds. But I really like that, and I feel like they should do that because I feel like, especially with how popular baseball is becoming, you need to make the sport way more accessible and way more easier to watch. You know, I just don't think
Yeah.
you can be ball and stuff like that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that note.
Because baseball is growing internationally, right? Japan's been having crazy viewership and stuff. And speaking of Japan, let's talk about Team Japan legend, Murakami. He's gone off after this free agency. It was free agency this year was very wacky. And one of the biggest stories was that Murakami was not getting signed by anyone. Everyone was kind of scared at the fact that he couldn't really hit pitches, like really fast pitches, right? But in these first 3 games, he went 3 games in a row, but with hitting 1 home run. He really spat in the face of all those people. So if you're the White Sox, like I feel like you kind of just roll with him, right? Maybe if he keeps doing this, I would trade him at the deadline. If he keeps this up, I would trade him at the deadline. What do you think?
Maybe. I mean, they only signed him to a 2-year deal, so yeah, if he holds up all the way to the deadline, which you guys know, you viewers, the deadline is all the way at the end of July, so he's still got like what, he's got like 4 more months to hold this up. But if he keeps it up, at least a little bit, yeah, he could be worth a lot for this team that's beginning the transition from rebuild to contention, right? You know, they're only like 2 or 3 years away now.
Really?
So I think they're only 2 years away.
Yeah. I guess maybe 3. I'll give him 3. You know, lockout coming. But yeah, I feel like they should have signed Murakami a little bit more long term. I mean, I can understand just giving him like a little like prove it deal, I feel like the White Sox could use. I feel like they're just kind of doing this just to kind of generate some hype around the team, especially with how miserable it's been to be a White Sox fan. But Murakami's definitely something to smile about. And the young prospects at the White Sox, including old friend Miguel Vargas, it's something to smile about there. But I mean, Angels dialed in, and very much awesome. But you know
Yeah.
what? It isn't a Desert on Deck episode without us saying something dumb, and I got something dumb to say.
Oh boy, here we go.
All right. Last time I did one of these, it almost literally blew up in my face. So of course, like a drug addict, I go right back to it. I'm gonna do another dare. Alright?
Oh boy, here we go.
If the
What do you got?
Pirates win the Central, right? Because after the miserable game, right, and ever since then they are currently. Let me check. Let me get my facts straight. They are 1-2. If they can somehow win the Central, I will. Hear me out.
Here we go.
I will. Here we go. I will. You know what? No, I can't really recycle. I can't really recycle ones. Okay, I'll go to an. Oh man, who's someone that I can really. What can I do as a dare? What's good there for that? That's what I could do, reasonably do, and like not, get
Not
arrested
get
or
cooked.
killed for it. Yeah.
Um,
Oh man, there's really work when we have something. We can't really do anything with Codico, right?
I don't think so. I mean, unless you really want to. I don't think there's much stopping you.
Yeah. What am I gonna do for Codico? Like, I don't know, trip the teacher. That'd be fun. I'd love to do that. But like, huh. You know what? If you know what, I just got a good one. If the Pirates win the Central, I will buy a Padres fan a jersey. Any jersey. Any player of your liking, I will buy you that jersey. If the Pirates have to win the Central, though. They can't get. They can make the playoffs on the wild card, but it won't count because they didn't win the Central. That's my dare right there. Took me a minute to cook it up.
Yeah, what am I gonna do?
Good minute right there. I think that's a pretty solid dare.
Yeah, sorry for the delay. I cut out for a second.
Pretty solid dare. Speaking of the Padres, we basically have talked all we need to talk about, but I just need to talk, baseball related. I collect baseball cards. I don't know. It's a little hobby I have. I'm not into it that much. And I will no longer be getting baseball cards as Topps blessed me with not one Tatis card, not two Tatis cards. Guess how many Tatis cards I got?
Oh my gosh, they didn't give you that many.
They gave me.
Did
three.
they?
They gave me three. They gave me three. They gave me. Hold on. I'm literally going through my pack. I'm like angrily shuffling through the packs right now. Not very fun. Not very nice. And it was my birthday as well. Like, you shouldn't be doing it. They gave me three. They gave me the normal one. They gave me the Stars of MLB, and then the Titans of the Game Tatis card. Now,
Bro.
that's not cool. I don't want a steroid user. If I want a steroid user, I could at least want like a Sammy Sosa or Mark McGwire card.
Jurickson Profar.
Oh yeah, Profar, yeah. That card would go hard on MLB's show. But I think we basically have talked all we need to do with baseball, unless like something else happened that I missed. Right? I don't think I missed it, or unless we missed anything.
Yeah, I don't think there's much more to talk about.
No, not really. So we can get on to sports rap. This is one of my favorite segments. My dad actually told me I should probably talk more about the NBA and NHL, so I'll do that. Luka Doncic got suspended again. That's not very nice of them. The draft is coming up for the NFL. The NHL, the playoffs are coming, and the Kings are actually outside of the playoff bubbles. That's something weird.
And somehow the Ducks are in.
Yeah, I don't know how the Ducks locked in, but you know what? Maybe the rebrand had something to do with it. I mean, that was a pretty solid rebrand. But the Golden Knights, and I low-key kind of root for the Golden. I'm kind of on like the Kings. I kind of root for the Kings and the Knights, right? Kind of iffy on who I'm gonna choose. But the Golden Knights, they fired their coach, their championship-winning coach. I don't know why. They're still in a like a playoff spot. Really confusing thing. I don't like that move. But you know, and then of course F1. Kimi Antonelli won. One of our good friends is not probably happy about that. And then
No.
and then in NASCAR, Chase Elliott won. Chase Elliott. And then oh damn, I did all that. March Madness is getting down to it near the end of March Madness. They already set it up in Indianapolis. Oh, the Super Bowl is going to Las Vegas in 2029. So if you're in Vegas in 2029. Get excited.
Enjoy.
Yeah, you're gonna have a good time. But besides that, I think that's basically it, man. I don't think you got something to say, Zaydar. I feel like I'm over talking to you. I feel like you got something to say to the audience. I'm always at the end of the day, I'm always the one saying goodbye. You want to tell them goodbye?
Well, I recently came across this for the sports topic. I don't know if you want to key in, but did you hear that Jaden Ivey, he's the guard for the Bulls, he got like completely cut for homophobic, or quote unquote homophobic.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he
Quotes.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was today, right?
Yeah. It's new.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter or X.com.
Yeah, like,
oh man.
like, what do we say about that? That's.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, there's not a lot we could really say about. I mean, don't be homophobic. Let's just be real. Don't be homophobic, okay, guys? It's
Right.
Don't be we have to watch our words here, ladies and gentlemen. There's a reason why we kind of have to watch our words here. I mean, we'll just leave it at that. Don't be homophobic, right?
Yeah.
Just don't be homophobic. And I swear, if we get some backlash for saying don't be homophobic, really gonna be really questionable. But you know, just don't do that. I mean, you're not gonna be like Jaron Duran, and after you say a slur to somebody, you're gonna win All-Star MVP. That just doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that actually might be it then.
Okay. Now, yeah, we ran out of things to say now.
Yeah, we're out of things to say. So, of course, you already know the dealio. God loves every single last one of you. But unless you're a fat kid named Kennedy, man. That's what I say, man. Yeah, you know, maybe try again next year. But we love every single last one of you, including the fat kids named Kennedy. We love every single one of you. Share the videos. You know, send it to your mom, your dad, let your dog watch the videos. You know, the dog's gotta be dialed in on baseball too. But yeah, I think that's basically it. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Comment.
See you guys next time.
Yeah, see you guys next time.
Comment
Peace.
down below you think is the best headline from this opening day.
Yeah. All right. Well, peace. See you on the flip side.
All right. See y'all. This has been the Desert OnDeck podcast. Stay cool and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.